You know, it's like, without being too morbid about it, we're going to get to a point in our lives where our health span contracts and it's just illness span. It's like, yeah, you're still alive, but you're suffering and you lose your independence and you lose your capability. And you know, it's a very challenging thing because no one wants to talk about it because this is the brutality of life. Like this is where life goes. So if you do actually consciously bring attention to looking after yourself, your health span will stretch as a bigger percentage of your life, which is awesome, right? That's great. So you want to have as good a capacity as you can have it later on. But what's sexy is steroids, and what's sexy is don't tap, and what's sexy is fucking, you
The
know,
ego.
yeah, just all the
Yeah.
things that we are sensational and they light our brains up. We're like, oh, that's sick. And it's like, okay, but in 10 years, also you're fucked. You have renal failure and you have skin cancer and you
It's
have
like
torn
grinding
ligaments and
24/7. You should do it now and forget about the future. And, and I think that's the terrifying thing is people are hurting themselves for like jobs where they'll replace you before, like if you die, they'll replace you before the funeral.
mm,
And it's
yeah.
like, and that's the scary thing. It's like people think, oh, I've got plenty of time, plenty of years left. But it's like you're saying, it's sexy to actually do stuff now that fixes it for later. And so
Mm.
few men, especially, will do it because we don't like to think we're going to self destruct. We don't like to think we're maybe not going to be able to lift our kids up or put the heavy boxes up or,
Yeah, but I don't think we ever think about it. It's testosterone, man. It makes you dumb.
oh, I don't need any help in that direction.
Fighting and fucking, that's what testosterone is for, you know? You pass on your genes and you get eaten by a bear. No, it's just
That'll be the tagline.
yeah, that's right. Sow
So
your
we
seeds and then decompose.
and do the deeds. But that's what I like. But where do you think, like, because a lot of people when they start movement changes and they go like, because this is why I like having guests like you on, because you can show people that this stuff can be fixed. You don't need to not be able to get out of chairs and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
what are like your guiding principles on movement? Because I see people doing movement drills and it's like very sloppy, very eccentric. They're really just jerking into movements. How do we like? How should we breathe through it? Do you like have a mantra as you do the changes, like on the app? Do you have a rules on when this is a healthy resistance and when that's a oh fuck stop right now pain? Do you like?
Um,
Do you have that set
that's a that's a
thing for
that's a
somebody
that's a
to go
broad
in?
spectrum question, my friend.
Yes. I was trying to think. I was trying to think of a way of selling it without kind of going. It's completely different for every single person, but be like, do you have a kind of I don't know, like a
What is the process behind deciding what is the appropriate thing at the right time for a person? Or
yeah? It's like what's a rule, like a kind of general set of rules that you want everybody to remember, no matter what capability they start or are using the site on.
well, I believe relevant to let's couch the question in within the context of Brazilian jiu-jitsu, right? Because I guess that's what we're talking about. We can go bigger than that,
Yeah.
but essentially, if we're talking about someone who does Brazilian jiu-jitsu, for the best part, jiu-jitsu is going to demand a lot of your body, like just a lot of different. It's going to require you to be flexible, require you to be strong, require you to be fit, have a strong core, do all these things.